Today we're going to be playing Sultai, See the Truth. Kind of a homebrew, loosely based on Cascade deck in Modern that isn't very good, but I'm hoping it has decent results in Historic, and we're just going to climb the rank ladder. But we're just going to get straight into it.
This one is called Standard.
Good to know, but I'm here for the Historic. I playtested the deck a little bit, and it seemed okay, but I'm not sure how it's gonna do in the ranked. Taking a while to get an opponent tonight. There we go. Okay, so I go first. I do have a 2-drop creature, 2 See the Truth, an Inquisition, and a Jace. I think it's fine. Nothing in this deck costs over 3 except this Jason. Even then, it's 3 if you want it to be. We're going to go ahead and keep it. It's kind of rough that our Nurturing Peatlands are only green source, but I think we'll get over it. We're just going to play Nurturing Peatland and Inquisition our opponent to see what they're doing here. We will take one from the Nurturing Peatland, unfortunately. Okay, so it looks like they're on Goblins. One am I really worried about? I mean, Snoop is their combo card, but Horde Master is the most value here. I think I'm just gonna get rid of the Horde Master. Okay, there is some merit to just jam this Tormoglyph down. What is it? It's a 2/3 already. It will block. I can also See the Truth and look for like a Lily plus land. We are missing our land, so either way we're going to have to See the Truth next turn. I think we're just going to play the Tormoglyph and take one off of our peat land. Plays a Snoop, and there is a mountain on top of his library. So I kind of want to play the See the Truth. It doesn't add to the Goyf at all, but it can get me another black mana to push the Snoop. I could just push it because there is a chance that I whiff on lands with See the Truth, but I'm just going to risk it. Fine. Alright, I can't say that I didn't really see that coming. There is a reason to play conservatively sometimes. So if he plays his Chief next turn, that's going to be a 3/3 anyway, and I'm not going to block, so I'm just going to get the damage in. This should be a pretty straightforward matchup for us, but we are not curving out great. He decided on the Matron. Does he just combo here? No, because it goes to his hand. Okay, he chose the Matron over the Chieftain. I'm not sure I agree with that, but here we are in the same situation. And I think we gotta go for it again, because sitting around waiting for our land to pop off the top just isn't gonna happen. We might lose because we make this play, but I think it's our only way out of this. We do have to find an untapped black source for the Fatal Push, though. Gonna take another damage. Okay. That Bowmaster would have actually been nice to have. We're just gonna... I don't have to worry about Muxus yet, but I could just Thought Seize the Krinko. The problem is if it's a Krinko on top, the Snoop gets to do it anyway. But I think we're just gonna go with the Fatal Push on the Snoop. And we're just gonna... We're gonna sit back with the Goif this time. There's another Snoop. It's a Castle Emerith on top. So a Wily Goblin, he will get a treasure token. Okay, I don't... Killing the treasure does stop the next turn, but I think I just need to... Thought Seize? If I Thought Seize, do I have an answer to Krinko? Okay, we're just going to play the Beseiju down as land. This is a hard decision. I definitely need to take the Muxus. There's no doubt about that. But I think I just play the Ooze out this turn. He's going to Krinko, but he can't play the Chieftain and Krinko in the same turn. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he'd need one more mana. Alright, 7. So I think I'm just going to, yeah, play the Ooze out. And just sit behind my Tormorgoyf. So I can actually, if I draw a land, I can sack Nurture and Peatland to turn. Okay, so I don't even have to worry about this turn. Oh yes I do, because it costs 1 less. I'm so bad at this game. Yeah, I think I just lose here, but let's hope my opponent don't see it. Because his Krinko does cost 1 less right now. Unsure why he didn't play it. So we're going to take 1 to gain 2. It's okay. So this is where he gets punished, and I'm not sure why he did it the way he did it. He should have played that. And then I think I just play the Jace. I could leave up the Snap into Fatal Push for... I actually think I have to snap Fatal Push now on the Snoop, just so he can't, like, draw out of it. I don't want something good to be on the top and Snoop just go off. Once again, going to sit behind here. My Goif. I can't really get aggressive right now. Okay, so he got a Den, which is actually pretty good for him. So he can pump it with Castle here. Gotta be really careful where I block. It is only on the front end though. So I'm definitely going to take the bait here. I don't want to lose my Goif. I am going to take 6 and go to 3. I think I have to lose my Goif. This is rough. Yeah, I think I have to. It's just cutting it too close otherwise. He is going to pump him. I'm going to lose my Goif. I'll happily trade with the Snap, though. Alright, there's another Ooze. I think I just played Jace fully without using Phyrexian mana. And minus on this Goblin. Yeah, the Muxus just coming down is not a good thing for me. That's what he does next turn.
Become subdued.
Well, he can't even pump that. I'm just going to get the damage in. Because I got to start doing something. Don't be Muxus. Oh, I forgot actually. I actually forgot about the Den of the Bugbear. That leaves me almost dead. Good thing he can't Den and Castle. We'll see if he wants to spend his turn denning. I didn't even see that for some reason. It might have been better to play the second Ooze out and just grow it a little bit. If he attacks the Jace, that's good news for me. See where he comes at. He can't quite kill the Jace. He can take me to 1, though. Or he can decide to swing at the Jace. I don't know why he swung the Wily Goblin. Is there something I'm not seeing? They just went for my face. I don't know if I like that. But that's what he chose. I'm going to mill him so I have more food for scavenging ooze.
I know where to find
Okay,
all
so that
the
is
answers.
interesting turn here. I have to Assassin's Trophy the den 100%. The castle leaves me dead too, though. So I can't actually even. Yeah, I'm just dead. I just realized that I can't even like play the second Scoos out without dying. I can't even drain the graveyard without dying either, because the only green I have is this peatland. So this peatland literally killed me. I took like 5 damage over the game, maybe 6. So unfortunately, I lose to the land. It is a 1-of. I could try to draw with it and draw a green source. That is a thing. But I still think I'm dead to the pump with the castle. Yeah, I don't do anything. Yep. I'll concede. That was almost a good game, but like getting stuck on that mana, that one turn I think made the difference. Goblins is tough without mass board wipes or anything anyhow. Unless you have like a ton of removal, which this deck does, but not fast enough that time. Hopefully we'll play something a little slower paced. With my luck, it'll probably be elves. Well, his avatar's saying it's going to be red. See if that's true. Alright, I get to go first. We have a Bowmasters. Our only green source is Nurturing Peatland this time, but we don't have to lean on it as heavy. So I think this is an okay hand. We're going to play the Watery Grave tapped. And then we'll probably just play the Bowmaster turn 2 unless we draw like an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize. My opponent's slow rolling over there. Guess he's still deciding whether he wants to keep. Yeah, my opponent's just, he's in the tank. Maybe he wants me to greet him. Show him a little love here. What happens? Please decide. No, eventually it'll force him to decide. I think it's going to make him keep it now. No, we'll just play this Watery Grave tap and pass. We'll see if my opponent disconnected or if he's just like letting it rope on purpose. Alright, so this might just be a waste of time here, and we just have to wait for a couple ropes to get the win. I'm just gonna assume my opponent DC'd. Or he just seen me and he don't want any of this. Alright, so it's gonna pass this turn without him doing anything. Just gonna play this pathway and pass. Oh, I guess it just concedes there. Interesting. And we'll take the free win. Not necessarily the most exciting thing. It is one way to get up the ladder, though. On to the third game. The Singleton Resculpt was the only thing I can really think of to answer the ring out of this deck. I don't know if it's the right call. It does make them a 4/4. We do have plenty of removal that can hit a token though, like Fatal Push without Revolt, or even like a Lily. I just feel like if the ring comes down against this deck, I don't have a chance. I try, but if I don't have the Thought Seizers in time, I just lose. Feels like. We finally found an opponent. Yeah, I go first again. This is the Resculpt I was talking about. It exiles target artifact or creature, and its controller creates a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. But it's the only thing I can really think of. Anyway, we have 3 lands. We have a Snap. We have a Maelstrom Pulse. We have to see the truth. We're kind of missing Disruption, but maybe we'll draw it. We're going to go ahead and keep. We'll just play the Triome and pass the turn. Okay. So I can't really get this guy with the Bowmaster here. I think it's probably good to just see the truth. And try to hit a, like, Disruption or something. Maybe a Fatal Push. I actually think Goyf's the best choice there, so we'll grab that. There's the Arcanist. I gotta kill the Arcanist, I think. I got a Shock Maelstrom Pulse, I think. There isn't anything in the graveyard yet. I could play Skoos and shock with mana up, but more than likely he'll kill it with 2 damage before I can eat anything. I'm thinking, man. Wait a second. Unfortunately, I do have to do 2 to myself against a red deck. Throwing a Fatal Push would be nice. Okay, interesting card. So I can snap See the Truth here, but if I land snap, that'll put me to 4. See the Truth will put me back up to 7. I think this is probably the best time to do it. I need to draw a second green land. More green lands, I think. This got to go on blue. We're going to snap in to See the Truth. Draw 3. Drew the push, and we drew the green source, so we should be well on our way to closing this game. Yeah, my opponent just scooped. Yeah, I think we would have been fine after that. Gonna jump into the next one. Our opponent goes first this time. Somehow we have the 1 of Resculpt in our opener again, which is only good against like 1 deck. Maybe 2 if you count like Oodlamogs, but yeah, I don't like seeing that. We do have a push and a See the Truth. Yeah, we're lacking action, but we do get a draw. Oh, we'll keep it. He's gonna Thoughtseize, probably take the See the Truth, I imagine. If he's playing the ring, he might take the Resculpt, and that'll blow my mind. Yeah, he's playing the ring. So like, that's funny that calls him to Thoughtseize that. Just gonna play the Triome and pass. I can snap it back out the yard, so losing it the first time is not the biggest deal. But he's gonna try to probably just jam a turn 3 ring. It's indestructible. It's not. I think we just See the Truth here. Probably try to find a Snappy. Which I didn't. The second Lily good? Probably. Yeah, let's just snatch the second Lily. So he's probably going to jam the ring and get protection here. Nope. Ooh, a tap land. That's rough. So I can... What can I do here? I can actually blow his Cold Steel Heart up, and if he don't have the mana, he can't jam the ring anymore. Not indestructible, is it? No. No, this land coming out tap for him was rough, but he don't have any lands to chuck it with. Hopefully I can try to, like, draw a Thoughtseize or something from here. Alright. Here comes the ring, I think. Oh, he's desperate. But he missed his land. I think I just go Liliana plus discard the other Liliana if it resolves. Play Triome, keep the Seiju. So it doesn't resolve. It's good that we took the second one then. Kinda need to stick that. See what our opponent does. Okay, he's gonna Thoughtseize the other Liliana. It is. This is a rough game. A lot of back and forth. So I'm gonna play the Darkslick Shores, even though it shows him that that's what I drew. But I'd rather not miss my land drop. Orcish Bowmasters, he says. That's gonna get Fatal pushed 100%. I do have Beseiju and Assassin's Trophy for this hive. I think I'll probably pull the trigger on the Beseiju this turn. At their end step. I don't want to deal with a man land sometime later in the game. We'll get an island, I imagine. Oh yeah, that's right. He can get the... Yeah, that's right. I always forget that. I'm just going to drop the Goyf and pass. This is a 6-7 at the moment. He probably has spot removal in his hand. The Vendilion Click. So I think in response we just kill it. We don't want that damage on the table. Oh, he's looking at himself. I'm okay with that. He wants to tuck his own card. Not mine. I'll allow it. Three one in the air is kind of a race. But yeah, I definitely have to get rid of that. I'll take the 3. He decides to swing. Which he does. Then I have to... The problem is if he has a Spell Pierce here, like if he literally dug for a Spell Pierce and I do it right here, like I get blown out so hard. That's the only thing you can have with 1 mana. So I am going to actually untap first. In the draw step, hit Shielded. I mean at the upkeep before I draw. And that way he can't blow me out with the Spell Pierce if that's what he ended up drawing. Because that would be pretty brutal. See what my draw is. If it is a Thought Seize. Let's see if it was the Spell Pierce or not. Nope, another Shielder, but I'm glad to get rid of that. Coming for 6. He's probably going to block because he's losing the... No. At the moment, he's losing the race. Got me on a 3-turn clock. I got him on a 2-turn clock. Okay, he's going to talk Anuma back. I imagine Shieldred. Could get a Bowmaster's back. It'd be okay, I guess. He decided for the Shieldred. I'm not sure I agree with that. That does actually, so 3, 4, 5, 6, and if I can't get through. Alright, so this is going to be a very close game. We'll see if he can pull some damage out of somewhere. He's going to take me to 3, and then Shieldred's going to take me to 1. If he can make me draw some... Ah, see? The ring. Every time. Alright, I'm going to gracefully lose here, because there's nothing I can do. I can't even swing back. I can't even Inquisition him. I can Inquisition myself and concede. That's exactly why I put the Resculpt in that he took away, though. That card's just too good. Alright. That's unfortunate. I thought we were actually going to dig out of that. Just top deck the ring. That's all you got to do. Buy back Shieldred, draw the ring. You can never lose. Anyway, let's get to the next game. That would have won a lot different if any of those Lilianas would have resolved. Right, our opponent goes first. We don't have a great hand, but we have a lot of playables. If we get to Inquisition into Orcish Bowmasters, which is a pretty good curve, we're gonna keep. We have to shock because it's their only black source. See what our opponent's doing here. So, he also has the ring. But I'm going to take his combo card here. That was going to come down next turn on me as well. Maybe we can catch him slipping up and get this Halfling dead with this Bowmaster. I got to dig for my Resculpt or a Thoughtseize to get that out of his hand before he gets to 4. Which will be not this turn, but next turn. There's another Halfling. Land. Swing 1. Okay. So I actually drew the Resculpt. So I'm just going to, like, not do anything. And when he plays it, I'm just going to Resculpt into a 4/4. I don't have an answer for the 4/4 yet, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. He might go for his Jace, which could... Okay, so that's okay. I'm going to get to ping one of his halflings if he just tries to draw here.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts.
But he's just going to mill himself.
I will
Straight up.
on my performance.
Fine.
I will shatter your mind.
Okay, I'm not really sure how his deck works. I know he has to, like, loop some 0-drops. At least that's what I think. So I'm going to ping block here. Just because he got greedy. Cut him off of a mana. Okay, unfortunately that snap don't do anything because it was an Inquisition and not a Thoughtseize. Can't take his ring. I could dig and try to find a fatal push off of the See the Truth to get rid of his halfling, but he still has the 4th mana into the ring. I don't think that's the right play. I think I just pass without doing anything. If he decides to draw with the ring, I get to kill his guy off, I think, right? Tap it maybe? Okay, so we're gonna resculpt this into a guy. Response. You get a 4/4. And then I draw the Thoughtseize. Isn't that just the way the world works? Alright, I'm going to start out with See the Truth and try to find another land. Didn't. Do find a Lily. Is Lily good enough? Gotta beat that 4/4. Bowmaster isn't going to do it. See the Truth isn't going to do it. Well, third Bowmaster. Yeah, I gotta take the Lily. I don't even have the black source, though. Let's see what he drew. Hopefully... Oh, yeah, he has protection. I can't do that. Alright. I'm unfortunately going to take 4 from the token I gave him. Not much I can do about it. I mean, I guess I could block with Bowmasters, but I want him to kind of save Lily if it comes down this turn. I drew the black source. If I play Lily, he sacks his halfling. I block the 4/4 if you don't have removal. Lily takes 1, dies anyway. I could Thoughtseize him, see what he has, and then play a Scooz out. Or the second Bowmaster as well. I could Thoughtseize, Snapcaster, Thoughtseize next turn if I need to. Thing do. Draw a card, discard a card. Yeah, I'm just going to go with Lily, make him discard, I think. Because he's just going to sack the 1/2 if I make him sack. That's not going to do anything. I'll discard probably the Ooze. Actually, the Ooze is probably the best card against him.
Don't overthink things.
The Bowmaster. I'm going to toss the Bowmasters. I hate doing that. It's a good card. Just gonna loot here. If he draws a Cathias or whatever, I might be in trouble. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how the combo works, but he'll show me if it happens. Okay. Do I get to ping something? Am I gonna get to do that again? I'm just gonna ping his face, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it again. Ping off the halfling. So he found the Mox Amber. So, okay, so whenever he casts a legendary spell, this thing, the loot guy, untaps. Alright. So the Bowmaster is... I'm gonna ping the halfling, just, like, incentivize him not to do that again. If he has a second Mox Amber, I might be in trouble. So he's gonna come after the Lily, I'm gonna block. I don't know what drawing a Glyph there does. it does anything. Question is, do I think I just discard us this turn again. But do I discard the Thoughtseize, right? Just discard the Thoughtseize. I can snap it back if I need
I'm
it.
tired of your secrets.
So I think I just play the Goyf. I'm gonna have to start ticking down this Liliana. But I can't leave him with combo cards in his hand. I don't know why he played that instead of looting. I'm really unsure. Oh, he's gonna flip it. Does he have enough? Is it 6? Oh, he can pay life. I don't know what it does on the other side, guys, so we're about to find out. It says trample whenever a source deals damage to Rona. That source's controller exiles a card from their hand at random. It's a land card. You may put it onto the battlefield under your control, otherwise you may cast it without paying its mana cost. So basically, don't touch it unless I don't have cards in hand. I got you. So he wants to make me discard, but I'm okay with discarding to kill this thing. I'll discard the Scavenging Ooze. It will let him play the Scoos, which is... Oh, it's random. So he just gets my Snappy. I didn't realize it was at random. For no value, though. Alright, so we're going to start by making them sack a creature. We found the answer to the token. The 4/4.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
And I even get to play the Scoos out, which is nice. It's a pretty good top deck for him, I think. Does he just mill or does he draw here? He mills.
I pull one
Okay.
thread, and your entire mind unravels.
I want to see the truth. Find the Assassin's Trophy, because 6, 7, 8, 9. It's almost a win. I think I have to hit his Mox Amber, though, right? Oh. We're going to do this line and hope we don't lose to not hitting the Mox Amber. You don't even have a basic either. So Assassin's Trophies are free against him. They might be in his yard already. So hopefully we don't die from a Thassa's Oracle here. Oh, that was his last card. He drew himself to death. Guess if you can't win, go ahead and draw your whole deck. We're going to take a short break here so I can go get something to drink. We will be right back, guys. Alright, we're just gonna hop right back into it. We're not doing too bad on the ranked ladder, but we are kind of still low. We're still in silver tier. So nothing to get too excited about yet. I think the deck has some solid potential. The resculpt came in clutch there. If I didn't kill that ring, I would have probably died. I guess I can... I don't think Deglamour is on here, unfortunately. Because something to tuck it on the bottom would also work. But the best I got is give him a 4-4. Deal with the 4-4. I go first. I have 3 lands. I have my Lily, 2 Bowmasters, and an Inquisition. I don't think it gets much better than this. The question is, do I Inquisition Bowmasters play a land tapped on 3? Or do I play the Triumph first and then just Inquisition turn 2 and not have Bowmasters? It's very risky this way because even if I draw an untapped land, it's not guaranteed to be a black source. Could be a breeding pool. I'm just gonna play the Triumph first. I think that's just the correct way, and then we can kind of look what our opponent's doing and then decide. So Bowmasters here is not the play. Because he's going to get... Okay, so actually it is, I think. I'm going to just keep it up. Because he's probably going to play like a 1-1 and give it a 1-1 counter. I don't want to lose out on the Bowmaster ping if that's the case. I don't know if it enters with it or if it... Oh, it just enters with it. Okay. Well, he's going to swing anyway. I'm going to be able to get it anyhow. Since there's no trigger to actually deal with, then I'm going to be able to 2-for-1 him here. This is great. Now we're just going to actually block both of them. We have another Bowmasters. We don't really need to sit on this one. Then I don't know whether this... I don't think we start with Lily, because Lily up and doesn't help me against the mono red deck. He's almost out of cards anyway. I'm going to start with the Inquisition, pull something out of his hand. Rolling Void, that's a good one to pull out. Warband's a couple turns off. We're just going to play the pathway and leave up Bowmasters. I think his guy is going to flip. I think it's a 2-2 on the one side. So if he gets greedy and decides to swing that as well, I might catch him off guard again. Oh, I can actually Besage you that. But I need to save my Besage you for the den. I think I just play a Lily, don't do anything. If I play Lily, the problem is he's gonna sit behind a Torband. So I think I just swing, and then if he decides to do something, I play Torband, I play Lily. I'd rather him play it into it than know it's on the good one. Alright. But he can't even play it anyway. He can next turn. I think I just make the move to get rid of the den this turn. To deal with it. And I could actually just play Lily, make him discard Torband now. I'm going to discard my own Lily.
When I win, you're telling me what you won't be outsmarting me.
Or Bran, excuse me. I get in. Do I get in for one? What's the likelihood that he has something with haste? It doesn't matter. I don't want to trade. Do a land anyway. And he concedes. I was actually kind of worried about my mono red matchup. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. We just bumped into the gold tier 4. Oh, it looks like since it's past 5 a.m. here that our daily did reset. I didn't even notice that. And we're able to get more daily wins, which is nice. How long do I have left on this gem deal? I might not have enough time to make the money. Five hours. So I need to make 1,500 before this, or else I just gotta like exchange gems and only get 100. I'd rather get the 4. I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll see if we can grind it by then. I shouldn't have spent all my gold. I know better. Because the deals always pop up when you're out of gold, but I was trying really hard to finish this deck yesterday. They made Snapcaster a mythic on here, so like I can't use my rare cards for it. I had to grind to get like the 3 mythics. I did well in a few drafts earlier and got some gems as well, some free packs. I go first. I don't have a green source, which is mildly worrying, considering I have 2 green cards in my hand. But I think we're fine. We're gonna keep. We're gonna risk it. If we don't draw a 3rd land, we're kind of in trouble anyway. Gonna start with a Thoughtseize. Okay, so it looks like he's on a creativity plan. What do I want to do? Magma Opus is probably the... No. Let's get rid of Fable. We all know how good Fable is. Okay, so I actually drew the land. I'm just gonna Goyf here and try to race. I'll start Liliana in next turn. Probably get rid of the Assassin's Trophy. Although Trophy does hit the treasure tokens, it might be worth getting rid of the Fatal Push instead. Oh, we're just going to toss this land and not have to deal with that decision yet. He might decide to counter this, which I agree with. I know he wanted to probably Opus this turn, but he can't do both. Alright, that's fine. That does make our Tornaglyph a 4/5. We're gonna swing for 4 and pass. He'll probably play his Mutavault. No, he's gonna just leave that for last. The next turn he can literally just play Mutavault, animate itself, try to combo. He might even try to tap me down here, so I gotta play this island. I could go for the Thoughtseize, Snapcaster Thoughtseize plan, but if he drew like another counter, that would be bad. Right, as of right now, we have Fatal Push and Trophy up for the Mutavault. He's also got a lot of pressure coming at him. So he is going to make the treasure token. Mutavault, animate Mutavault with itself, I imagine, right? If he lets me untap with the Snap and some more removal, I don't think he can really win. Bar a whole bunch of Spell Pierces. So he's just going to pass here. I don't know if I agree with that. I'm going to just Assassin's Trophy the Mutavault. So he no longer has that option anymore. He can't even like counter me because he don't have Casualty right now. Like he can animate his Mutavault to Casualty, but that wouldn't make any sense, right? He might try to make me pay 2 twice with 2 different counter spells. Okay, so he's just going to let me kill it after he taps it. I'm just gonna try to move phases after that. Try to make him waste the mana. Guess it is end step still. He could Magma Opus. That is 6, right? Okay, so he's gonna Gearhawk Opus. I don't know what that does. Does that kill me? Am I worried about that? I don't think it kills my Tormagoyf. Yeah, whatever. Tap them down. I don't think those untap. They do. Alright, so that's... I'm not even worried about that. So he's at 12. I'm gonna shock. I got a snappy Assassin's Trophy, this guy. I do have the Fatal Push for the 4/4 token. More likely he'll block with it here. It's not lethal next turn, and I really need to stop him from trying to combo. Not gonna block. It's pretty risky. He probably has another Torrential Gearhawk, but he doesn't have the mana for it anymore. More than likely, he'll just go for X's 1 on this token. If he plays a land, there's a chance he has Spell Pierce and I get blown out. He knows I need exactly Fatal Push here too, so it just depends on if he wants to push it. Okay, so there's the 5th land. He might just try to like Magma Opus me down so I can't win next turn. If you don't try to combo, I just killed a 4/4 and I think I still win. But he is gonna Opus. Gonna make it a treasure. Oh, I can't interact with the treasure token. That's so good. Because I used my Assassin's Trophy already. So if he goes for 2 and one's on the treasure token, I'd rather him go out on the 4/4 so I can remove it in response. If Atraxa comes down, I'll probably lose the game. He's going to Creativity my own guy. Okay, we'll see what we hit. A Bowmaster. I like that. I think that's lethal actually, right? Because I have the push. Ooh, that turned out really well for me. That could have been bad. He should have Creativitied his own token. I didn't have the answer for that. Good game, opponent. I mean, he didn't know I didn't have it, but... like, I needed exactly that card. Oh, yeah, because he would need it... oh, because he would have to sack it for the 1, so he wouldn't have had it. I think. I'd have to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure he couldn't have. He had to do it on the token if he tried. So he just went for me not having lethal, which was a big brain play if he's just trying to hold out till next turn. Alright, we only have one more of these to do before this is finished. We're just gonna jump into the next match. I only need one more rare card to finish the mono black Explorer deck, so it should be pretty soon. What are we up against this time? I go first. I have a Thoughtseize into a Bowmasters into a Lily. I'll keep it. I also have the trophy. And doesn't get much better, I don't think. So we're gonna just Thoughtseize turn 1. So I'll let him keep the Collector just because. I think I take the Brawler. 2 Ember Cleaves isn't helping him any. If he plays the Pelt Collector, I just kill it with Bowmasters. Yeah, just kill the Pelt Master. And then he's going to kind of be struggling unless he draws another creature. If he drew another creature, we get to Lily sack it. Unfortunately, if we play the Clearwater Pathway on black, we're stuck on blue for now. Alternately, we could play it on blue and Assassin's Trophy it, but it does give him another land to work with. We also kind of want the Assassin's Trophy for when one of the Ember Cleaves comes down. So that's an okay draw for him. Let's hope he didn't draw 2 of those, or like a second relevant creature. Because it makes the Lily less good. Okay, so I'm just going to shock myself and make him sack his Burning Tree. We might get a concession here pretty soon.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. One of your friends
We're
has
going to get in
to
for
leave.
2. We do have a Boseiju for an Ember Cleave as well. But it's safe to say we're not losing to that. Let's see if they want to kill my Lily with their Shatter Skull smashing or not. Because it looks like he's thinking about it. If he lets it get to 2, I don't think he's going to really be able to answer it anymore. And he starts losing cards out of his hand. So I think my opponent might just be trolling me and roping me on purpose. I think he's going to go for the one on Lily. I think he has to. We'll see what he decides. I totally agree with that play. It's the same one I would have made. So since we have our our blue already, do we just play this on? No, we need double blue in case we see the truth at some point. I don't foresee the game going that long, but no, we want to tap this. Oh, fine. We're just gonna play the Torment out swing for 2. We can't leave up Assassin's Trophy because we only have 1 green at the moment, and our Boseiju is kind of useless at the moment as well. He says land pass. I'm gonna get in for 5, play another Torment and pass. It's almost worth just playing the Boseiju out for the 2nd green to have up for the Assassin's Trophy now. Like, he has 2 Ember Cleaves and a mystery card. I think if I get a land into... Oh, that's a good one. No, there's already a land in there. Walker, sorcery land creature. Shouldn't it be a 4? Or does this only count as the spell side in the graveyard? Does it count as the land side? Because it should be creature, sorcery, land, planeswalker. It should be a 4/5. Unless this only counts as a sorcery in the graveyard. Interesting. It either only counts as a sorcery or it's bugged on Arena. Because that, if it's both, it should be a 4/5. Scavenging Ooze, this guy. So I think I gotta get rid of his, yeah, I can't let him draw anything. I'm just gonna get rid of that right away. This is gonna make it a 4/5 now because of instance in the yard. He can't eat the instance and make this into a 3/3 and just be a 3/4. But he's gonna... Okay, it's irrelevant. Irrelevant. I mean, it is for damage, but, like, he's not gonna get to block anything. It's going pretty well for me. Gonna Scooze the Planeswalker in response, I understand. That does shrink my voice.
Happy to help, but sacrifices must be made.
We're gonna get in for 8. Leaving him at 3. I don't foresee him just alpha striking me. This should be a win. Okay, so that can kill my Lily if he wants. I think he needs a blocker, though. He can't really go at Lily. Okay, 2 blockers. See what I draw. Like, he's at 1 even with 2 blockers, so if I draw, like, a Bowmaster, he loses. If I draw Fatal Push, he loses. Yeah, that's good. I'm going to also make him discard one of his Ember Cleaves. He should scoop here. He knows he's dead. That's going to put an artifact in the yard and make our Tornado Ghost bigger. Yeah, he's going to take 9 here. Good game, opponent. Doing fairly well. We're not racking up a bunch of losses with this deck, which is nice. So I need to make, what is it? 1750 or 50, either 200 or like something else. Let me go look. Getting close. I don't remember if it was 1500 or more expensive than that. 1500. I only have to make 200 more gold. I might actually meet that goal here pretty quickly, depending on how much the daily progression gives me here. We're gonna just get into the next one. It is taking a while to find opponents tonight. So, I go first. Seems like an okay hand. We are kind of choked up on mana here. And I don't like that I don't get to Thoughtseize turn 1. I might trim Triome down to 2 instead of 3. This seems to be a problem considering our deck is such a small curve. It's good to have it for mana fixing's sake, but I don't want them to always come out that way. We're going to keep this because we still have turn 2 Bowmasters or turn 2 Thoughtseize if we want it. Turn 2 Bowmasters will be kind of telegraphed because I have to shock myself as of right now. Okay, so we're just going to jam the Goyf. There's no reason to not. And just kind of get pressure going. This is a blue-white deck. I got... Okay, it's fuck. Okay, so he has his own Bowmasters. Unfortunately, nothing was in the yard yet, so my Goyf is dead. Alright, we're going to Bowmasters ourselves and then Thoughtseize them. We're going to kill their Bowmaster. So this is a where I'm not sure what to take. The charm is really good and the snap. If I take the charm, he has the snap to snap the charm. That's way in the future. He does not have another land either. So he's kind of just playing Bowmasters out. I'm going to take the charm. The charm can take some of my creatures. I don't want that. Or is it just one? Maybe it can't take my creatures. Yeah, I don't think I have any one drops. I take that back. He's gonna Bowmaster my Bowmaster. That's fine. I think I just thought seizes snap here. Oh, I just Inquisition a snap. See the truth? Try to find removal or a land. Or Thoughtseize. I don't think that does anything for me. I'm just going to take another See the Truth. I was hoping to find a land in those. If we draw a land, I could snap. Snap. See the Truth. Do I block here? No, I don't think it's time to start blocking yet. Alright, so unless he drew a counter... What is this? Yeah, unless he drew a counter, this is going to resolve. It's a pretty good play. So I'm going to go for it. I do have to go to 10, shocking myself. I'm getting pretty low. Well, the mana base is pretty rough just to make sure that you curve out right. But you don't have fetches in this format, so it's the best I can do. He might perpetual this. I'm not really sure why. Counter unless he pays 2. Rough. Fine. I'm gonna just pay 2. I'd rather have the blocker than not. It is also a 0/1. This is getting a little rough. I can see how that's good with Bowmasters. I can see why he's playing that card. Like, it just makes it that, and then the Bowmasters pings it off. I think it's time I just block. Because he's gonna ping these off if I draw anything. That is a Tormagoyf. I just play Golly. Play the Goyf, he does this, right? Yeah, might as well. I'm still okay with it. It's still a blocker. I'll take a 1/4. I'm okay with that. See what my opponent has. Okay, a Shielder. We definitely have to Assassin's Trophy that in upkeep. I am going to double block. Okay, he's not going to swing. Definitely getting rid of that. Before I draw. If I can see the truth into a snap, that's probably the best thing I can do right now. I do have to start worrying about my opponent's Hall, the Storm Giants here, pretty soon. Okay, so Jace isn't the worst card to get. I think I just take the Pulse. It is removal. No attacks. That's not a good sign. He has a Torrential Gearhawk, probably. I'm betting on Torrential Gearhawk into Archmage Charm. Pretty good play. I'm gonna double block this. More than likely they have a removal. Okay. They don't have the removal spell because they just backed out. They're like, yeah, no. Alright, so I'm gonna walk right into this Torrential Gearhawk that I totally don't think he has. But I gotta get this guy off the board. Okay, so it was the Snap Archmage Charm. Same thing. I'm not really sure why you shocked for that, though. Oh, he's going to undersimplify. Counter it? Interesting. Alright. Still okay with it. We're not dead, but we're not out of the woods yet. Hopefully he whiffs off of this and it's not the good goods. I imagine you can loot that with snaps. There's the ring. I didn't draw my resculpt this game, so it might be hard to wiggle out of this unless I draw it this turn. There's another Bowmasters. My token is by. He's going to swing with a 3/3, but it doesn't matter. He is going to draw one card. Really need to draw resculpt. I think I'm just in trouble here, guys. We were bound to lose one. I'm going to block that. There's no reason not to. So I found the Fatal Push. Is that doing me any favors? I gotta get... Yeah, I gotta get rid of one of these Bowmasters. If I play Jace and plus him on this guy.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts.
Unfortunately, he still has his active
Organic
ring, so much as I'm controlling it now, he's gonna have 4 cards in his hand here. There's the Shieldred, and now he's gonna start gaining life, but yeah, it's gonna get out of reach. Pretty good. This game did not go our way. Where did we lose this at? When we took the charm? I didn't think these were going to be so good. I guess they're kind of like a mana leak. Makes sense. Keep drawing like really badly too. I'm gonna get shot with the Bowmasters and take all the Shieldred and draw another land. Yeah, that's a concession. The game opponent. The one ring rules them all again. It's about time we took a loss. That way we can start winning again. Go first and have triple Tormagoyf. I'm keeping. The red deck. I think I Bowmasters here, because if I Goyf, he's going to kill it. But then if he does, the next Goyf's going to come out as a 3/4. I think I just Goyf here and just have him take the bait. I don't have to block. As long as you don't kill it, I should be okay. I would like to draw my third land. I'm just gonna Bowmasters. Just like my last opponent, Bowmasters my 0/1. It's slightly annoying, I'm gonna be honest. Right. Did draw my land. I'm gonna Bowmasters just Bowmasters, and I'm gonna assume I'm gonna get Bowmasters my Bowmasters. All the games seem to be the same anymore. I'm sure he's playing the ring too. I decided to exclude it from this list because I feel like it's just everywhere. the Bowmasters on my Bowmasters. Eat my Bowmasters token. Yep. Same. The more things change, the more they stay the same, I suppose. We're going to have him stack this token here. And he can attack at Liliana, and I'll do it again.
With the mysteries. I've come.
He did miss his
always
his
hated
mana, it looks like. Or I was on the... Maybe I was on the play. Excuse me. No, he played 2 Bowmasters, so he must have missed. Gonna sack the actual Bowmaster over the token. If he kills my Planeswalker, my next Tormorboy is gonna come out slightly bigger. It's gonna cause him more issues. Okay. I imagine I'm gonna take 4. Lily's gonna die. I think I just pulse here because it's so much value on the Swift Spears. Hopefully draw a land.
Oh, that's
Another Lily.
like you to leave.
I mean, it's good. Yeah, I think I'm in trouble. So aggressive. On his land. Does it come in untapped? It does. I'm gonna get pinged again. Probably another Swift Spear. Because I don't know how my opponent saw so many cards in hand after playing all those, but he does. I feel like I've played like 3 cards. Guess I've played 4, but come on. The pulse is looking really good right now. Not getting any better for me either.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like
I think I'm
me.
just dead. Trying.
Off you go.
Thing do. Vehicles have menace. Alright, I'm at 2. Am I just dead? I only played 3 lands, guys. Alright. Pretty aggressive deck. It's unfortunate. He really wants to win. I still don't know how he still had 4 cards in his hand. Like, he played 4 creatures, 3 enchantments, light up the stage, and he still static charged and spectacled the win at me. I forget what the card's called. How did he have so many cards still? He didn't use anything to draw other than light up the stage. Man, that seemed aggressive. Our opponent goes first. This isn't the greatest hand, but it's not the worst. We really need something to back these snaps up. Alright, we're just going to play Breeding Pool tapped and pass. It looks like every deck we play against is red of some sort. Fine. I think we just wait and play Bowmasters on his turn. Follow up with the Lily. Hope we don't play another creature and just play spells. Token's in, huh? Is this legendary, really? Okay. I'm actually okay with that. I'm gonna get blown out by Bowmasters here. Take 1. Lily's gonna clean up. I'm gonna take 1 from Nurturing Peatland. Make a black.
When I win, you're
I'm gonna get in for 1.
no.
Although,
Always hated crowds.
I don't know if they run Swift Spears or not. That could be bad for me. I'm actually going to sit back with this. Just in case he has something with haste. I want to keep Lily around. Next turn I'll know what he's doing a little bit better because I'll Inquisition. It's like he's just going to say, bye, Lily.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Alright, I'm going to Inquisition. And if I need to, snap Inquisition. Take his Reckless Charge, even though it has Flashback. Better for him to only have 1 copy than 2. I am going to get in for 1 damage. Okay, now I have to fight this den. The first time I'm not going to... Okay, I will block it. You got me. I don't know why you swung that into a 2-1, but okay. Not much in there. Gonna play a 5-6, swing 1. There's the Soul Scar Mage. That doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna swing with my 5-6. If he tries to get super aggressive on one of his creatures, I'll just resculpt it in response. I need to find a Fatal Push is what I'm actually looking for. So right here would be a good time to resculpt him so my Tormaglyph don't get minus counters on it. Yeah, he's just going to scoop him up. Good game, opponent. I think I could have actually exiled my own Tormaglyph and made a 4/4. That would have worked as well. But if he had like a follow-up next turn, like we'd just be right back in the same boat. I'm going to take a short restroom intermission here. See what this random card is. Is a not Vold Hermit. Got some XP. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're back. Get on with it. So at least we made some progress back after losing. Rather than losing over and over and just going backwards. I don't feel great. It sounds like my opponent conceded already before we even got there. Which I'll take the free win, but... Oh. Guess we both timed out. I don't know if that makes me lose. Hope that doesn't, like, degress your ranking. Alright. Doesn't do anything. Try to find another match. I don't know if we both timed out there or what happened, but... My opponent goes first, but my hand has a lot of disruption with the Tormaglyph and the Lily. I'm going to keep it. Okay. We're just going to start off with Inquisition, because most of their cards are going to be 3 and under, except Company. But it looks like we're up against the Heliod combo deck. Scurry Oak. Now, the thing is, I kind of want to take his Apparition over the Oak, because I can probably just... But probably just take the Voice so he doesn't have a turn 2 play. Yeah, we're going to take the Voice, just because we have Thoughtseize for next turn. I'm going to take 1. Alright, I have the push. Now, do I shock myself to have the push up? Do I need to? I just Thoughtseize, right? I'm gonna not leave the push up. I might actually regret that later in the game. Do I take the Scurry or do I take the Skyclave? Skyclave gets rid of my Liliana, that's the problem. But this guy makes my Liliana not really matter anyway. Just get rid of the combo card. I really did want to take the Skyclave. He's gonna play it with no value? Okay. That works out for me then. It is going to pad against this Liliana stack. Oh, he's just going to scoop. I'll take the free win. I don't think I was going to win there. I was still far out of the woods. We do rank up to, what, Gold 3? Gold Tier 3? We are making a bit of progress with this deck. My opponent goes first. If it's an aggressive deck, we have a really good hand. If it's a control deck, not quite as much. But I'm going to keep this. Like, to see the truth can be anything, really. You never know. It could be like that creature we need, or that planeswalker. I think no matter what, I shock myself to just keep Fatal Push up. If anything, to maybe make them think I'm bluffing. Gonna Inquisition me. Probably take my Bowmasters. See the Truth is a good option too, but I think Bowmasters is just better not knowing what I'm doing. We did decide on the Bowmasters. I do agree with that decision. Okay. I think I just see the Truth here. He knows about it. Let's get it out of our hand. We find a Goyf. That's fine. Okay, I do have to kill that. He is going to get value. Probably going to get a Shielder with that, I imagine. Wish I had a Thoughtseize, because I know that's what that is. Fortunately, I do have Nurturing Peatland into Fatal Push for it next turn, but I will have to eat the 2 damage when I draw. Lucius is also going to stick around another turn because I can't trigger Revolt. This isn't the greatest. There's the 1 ring. Alright, so he's going to play the 1 ring. And I just put the sculpt to the bottom as well, I think. I didn't even think about this having the ring in it. Alright, that's going to resolve. Maybe I'll shuffle for some unforeseen reason. I don't think I do. So I think it's just at the bottom of the deck till the end of days. Alright. Trying to do this without the ring, but we are going to block here. Why not? Okay, I'm just going to play the Peatland to draw and have Fatal Pushes up. I'm going to slip out of my grasp really quickly, though. Unless he gets so greedy and he kills himself. I imagine his Shielder's coming down. I'm going to go for the Fable first. Luckily, I don't have to trigger Revolt to kill that. Yeah, there's an Inquisition. I can touch him though. Okay, so he has a ton of removal. Let's just get rid of his other Fable. He's probably gonna like toss these 2 to draw, or like to go for the threat in the land, I imagine. I'm gonna play the land he knows about. He knows about this other Fatal Push too, so it's never gonna like blow him out. I mean, this deck would probably be a lot better with the ring in it, but I think any deck's better with the ring in it. There's the Shieldred. I can trigger. See what he does here. Might play a land. Try to Thoughtseize me. No. Alright. I'm going to draw to trigger Revolt and then push the Shieldred. I should have, I messed up there. I should have actually, in response to the land trigger, like after I activated the land, with Revolt, because it already has Revolt because it's in the graveyard. I should have killed the Shieldred and then drew, so I didn't take the 2 damage there. It might actually be super relevant. I hope it doesn't bite me too hard. I'm going to Thoughtseize him and hope to grab another Shieldred out of his hand. That's kind of like a Shieldred. I'm going to pass. His enchantment's going to flip over to Reflections. Okay, so he's gonna activate Den. I'm gonna get him with this Bowmasters, but he's gonna kill my Bowmasters in response. So can I actually? You have 2. No. So I can actually kill his Den here with no threat of him killing both things before I can block. I'm gonna ping the Den. I'm gonna block with both 1/1s. Unless this card is a Fatal Push, or he draws a second Fatal Push. Oh, he has his own Bowmasters. Don't you look at that? But he doesn't have enough to also not stop me from trading here. Alright, I don't know what's going to get me out of this. What can I draw? Snap? Snap into See the Truth? Something interesting? Probably my best draw. You only have one blue, though, so I can't even snap See the Truth. Nope. That's a concession on my end. I'm not going to be able to come back. Good game, opponent. Ring buried me. No, I did not actually particularly like that match. Thanks for asking. Alright. Try this again. I think we have to lose twice before we D-rank, but I'm unsure of that. Because I think I kind of just cleared the bar there. I don't know if it clears it and then gives you a free one, or it clears it and then D-ranks you. It's okay, we'll have a spicy one for the ladder next time, probably with the ring in it, because if you can't beat them, join them. My opponent goes first. All I have is disruption. So, guess we'll keep. Might be on a prowess deck. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that with the fatal push. I think I'm going to push over Thoughtseize in this turn. It'll set up for Drown in the Lock to hit another 1-drop as well. I could go the route of just playing Tormaglyph next turn if he doesn't do anything impactful. My opponent's in the tank on turn 2. Alright, so I think I just played Thoughtseize and Triome. Because he didn't do anything. I think Mentor's Guidance is the best card to take there. He don't have much happening. He has a lot of stuff, but nothing to do with it yet. I mean, he's going to cycle through most. One's going to draw a card. One's going to hit me for 2. The ring's going to tempt him a whole bunch of times. But, not much else. So I'm going to take 3. I'm going to play Tormaglyph and probably just Breeding Pool tapped. Because I have this Nurturing Peat lane that can come out untapped and not necessarily have to shock myself. Looks like my Tormaglyph might be dying here. He has to double up the spells to do it. So he's pretty much empty-handed. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm just going to play this Nurturing Peat land for the draw and keep up the counter. I also have Assassin's Trophy as interaction. I will draw off the land. I need to get some action. Which I did not. I'm just going to play the Blooming Marsh and pass. A lot of lands. Yeah, he plays a creature. I'm actually going to let that resolve and let him try to haste it up. I'm going to trophy it in response. I do still have drawn in a lock, but I need to put some pressure on the board. So I need to draw like a Bowmasters or a Tormagoi for even like a Snapcaster Mage. Something just meaningful to do. There's an Inquisition that doesn't do anything. I'm just going to play this land tapped and pass the turn. We're getting really unlucky. I think we're only running like 24 lands in this deck. So we're drawing quite a few. I mean, I could squeeze it down to 23, probably. But then you get stuck with 2 landers a lot. There's the Mage. Do I care? No. He's going to try to, like, do it again, I think. Give it haste. Or he might even just wait. Because he might not want to get 2 for 1 again. Saving that for, Arcanist is... Yeah, I don't agree with that. You should have saved that for an Arcanist. We're just going to destroy the creature in response. The trophy. Not doing much. Alright. We're in answer mode again. Play the forest. Pass. Looks like me and my opponent are having the same problem, though. I'm going to Inquisition to see what that is. We might be sandbagging a land. The Mage. Alright. Nothing really I want to do with the snap, so right now I'm just going to hold it back. I want to draw to See the Truth to get maximum value. Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. There's another one. Alright, so I might play one just to start to get a clock. It is a 10-turn clock, but it's better than no clock. The land. Do I want to do that, though? No, I need to keep it. I do need... Not that. Play it on the blue side. Pass. There's his own Snapcaster Mage. I should tell him no, yeah? That way, it denies him any resources and it still gets my clock on the board. There's a Fatal Push. 9 more swings. Drawing Scavenging Ooze would be okay. Hey. I said you would be okay, my dude. We're just gonna get rid of anything relevant out of your graveyard at this point. Leave up some mana for a Snappy. Gonna get in for 2. We're gonna make the clock be a 2-turn clock after this. If he knows answer the scoos. Have 2 more green sources this turn. Takes it to a 6/6. There's the Arcanist. See if he has the haste spell. I'm going to try to Fatal Push it. I could exile whatever the Arcanist tries to flashback as well with the scoos. But I don't think he has a good play at all. He probably knows this. So, 5 damage. Yeah, we're going to slip right out of that one. And still kill his Arcanist. Let's hope he didn't draw anything significant for 3 mana. So he has a Wizard's Lightning. Okay, so forget that that 2-turn clock I was talking about. That was all nonsense gibberish. We're back to the old, what, 8-turn clock? That is a good draw. Bowmaster significantly speeds up the clock. Do I keep the tomb for anything? Is there a reason to sandbag this? Other than if I draw a Lily? Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it just in case I draw a Liliana, so if I discard, I can discard a land and not a card that's useful. There's another Scoos. Gonna swing for 4. Alright, it takes my opponent to 5. I'm not gonna eat anything out the yard. I don't need to. I'm gonna play See the Truth. Get a snap. And then I'm gonna play Snap, See the Truth. Show my opponent what my deck's about. Because if you flashback See the Truth, instead of just getting 1 card, you just draw all 3. So it becomes a recall. You end up with significantly more cards. I am just going to play the Dark Slick and swing here, because I think I have lethal if I eat a creature. Oh, it was already lethal, right? Yeah, it was already lethal. Well, no reason not to eat the creature. I like life too. And I got a Braid's Frightful Return. Probably gonna play like 1 or 2 more, depending on how long this next one is here. Okay, so my opponent goes first. This isn't the best hand, but I'm 1 land away from it being alright. We get a draw step since our opponent's on the play, so we will keep this hand. Probably gonna take my Bowmasters. He did take the Bowmasters. Gonna play Botanical out and pass. Drew a Tormaglyph. Already a 2/3 because the Thoughtseize. Taking the creature. I think what I have to do here is actually play Dark War Pathway and look for a 3rd land. Or I don't want to get stuck. He's gonna Bowmasters, but this doesn't draw. We're just gonna get damage on the board. Gonna take the Pathway. It's sad we skip past the Lily. It's probably good here. I'll take 2. Looks like we're up against the same red-black deck again. Need a Fatal Push. I'll play that on the black side just in case I draw a Lily. I need a double black. I think I just run the Tormaglyph out here as a blocker. And then I'm gonna Inquisition him. I can't take the rings. If he draws a mana, I'm just like... I'm just probably out of this game again. Just leave. Alright, well let's try to wiggle out of it with our own card advantage here. I should have probably just kept up... oh, you don't have enough cards anyway. There's the push. And he did that a long time ago, though. If he drew the untapped land, okay, he's just gonna Bone Crusher Giant. Getting for 2. I need. If I Fatal Push the Bowmaster, then I have enough cards to counter his ring. But he has 2, so like answering 1's not gonna be a long-term solution. I need to draw a Thoughtseize. That's a thing too. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because when he swings, I can flash and snap, get Revolt. Like, trade for the 1/1, get Revolt. Push the Bone Crusher Giant, take 2 off of the trigger. So I don't want to do it that way. I definitely want to leave the black up. I don't know why the auto thing would do it that way. I have nothing blue in my yard I can flash back right now. I'm gonna Fatal Push. Oh, well, we're not gonna Fatal Push yet. We're gonna get the Revolt first. Play this smart. And now we're gonna Fatal Push the 4/3 and take 2 from the trigger. Getting to be a rough game. And you keep blue-black up. I'm just gonna put this Goyf down. And hopefully he can be my clock all the way to the end. I need to draw a Thoughtseize. I know I keep saying that, but... we're just going to play a second Tormaglyph and swing for 3. Next turn will be for 6, and then if it grows 1, it'll be lethal the next turn. So, do I care about that? If I the problem is, if I Assassin's Trophy this guy, it's the land. I haven't triggered Revolt at all. And if I drown, I don't have the drown for the ring, and I probably lose. What do I do here? Letting him pitch something to try... I don't think you can get a land. Maybe you can. I'm just going to counter this. I kind of really want to save it for the ring. But, like, this might... push my Tormaglyphs up? It did not. Okay. This is rough. Because I guarantee you he's going to draw the land now. Just for the rubbins. I saved that counter for so long, too. I'm getting lucky. Third Goyf. So, say I hit his Hive Mind. Does that put a land in the yard? Is there a land in there yet? That'll make it 8 damage, and then he'll be at 1. Maybe you don't have a lot of basics. Maybe, like, double trophy will blow him out. He probably has at least a mountain. We had another swamp. Hopefully that shuffle will make him... okay, he has the Bowmasters. That's good. I do have the Fatal Push for it. The token is going to get the block. Old Bowmasters. Now let's just get rid of that. I don't want none of that nonsense. I am going to play a third Tormaglyph. Because, like, the worst thing that happens here is he just plays the ring and I can't swing lethal. He might not even block going to 1. That might be risky for him, though. He's gonna block. Okay. Okay, he's gonna go to 5. I'm gonna play a third Tormagoyf. The trophy don't do anything. Solo. Be a tap land. Don't be an untapped land. Alright, so he sees I have the pulse and the trophy. He's not getting protection. The question is, does he have like another bowmaster and he can live one more turn? Well, no, he can't because I have the assassin's trophy. Good game, opponent. It was a pretty close one. Like, if he would have just looped those rings, I would have lost that 100%. Unless, even if I drew Resculpt. Like, he made me spend the counter I didn't want to spend. Because he was trying to dig for his land himself. Or something below 4 to play. Probably a 2-drop. Alright, we're going to play another one. Hopefully it's not against like mono red. We haven't actually played against like a blue-white control list, which is interesting. I'm actually not sure how our deck would do against them. I think it'd be fairly good unless they just like locked me out with Teferi somehow. Also, I'd not have to not overextend into Wraths, which the deck kind of needs to get a clock. If you want like 2 Goys out, you don't want just 1. As tall as Tormagoyf gets, he's better in pairs. Vamp still, thank for the follow, man. I'm going to keep this hand. I do go first. It has the same problem all these hands have. It needs the 3rd land. But I have to see the truth to get it. I'm going to keep. I'm going to play this Triome tapped and just pass. My question is, do I leave up Bowmasters, jam the Tormagoyf? Every time I jam this Tormagoyf, it gets Bowmastered and dies. So I drew a second Bowmaster. I think where I need to be is see the truth for my 3rd land. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck. I'm just going to hit the Watery Grave, pass. So, Altar of Dementia, my opponent says. I think I just get rid of that. I don't know what my opponent wants to do with that. And I really, really, really don't want to find out. Hello. I'm sure it's a self-mill combo of some sort. I'm sure it's probably Dredge. I've been running into like Dredge type decks a lot lately. I might be wrong, but the Altar just seems out of place. Alright, I'm just gonna jam 2 Tormagoyfs here. No reason not to. Get some pressure. I need to draw a Thoughtseize to see what my opponent's doing, or even like an Inquisition. Even if it don't rip their best card, at least I know what they're up to. Get out of Sanctum. Pass. Okay. So do I think he has settled the wreckage here? Do I play around that by only swinging 1? Does it matter? Do I cycle this Triome to make the Tormagoyf a 3-4? I do have the option of double Bowmasters in response to something he does too. I really want to like grow these Tormagoyfs, but I'm kind of running them into danger here. We'll pass it. We'll probably just double Bowmasters depending on what my opponent does. Or at least cast 1. What are you doing, opponent? What are you doing? No, I think I'm actually going to cycle this. Maybe double Bowmasters next turn, because it just grows the Tormagoyf. The legendary triple bowmasters. How does anybody beat that? Now the question is, do I shock myself to have 2 bowmasters and fatal push up, or is that getting greedy? Like if you had anything low that fatal push would hit, I think you would have played it already. You know what? Whatever. If I lose by 2, that's my fault. I'm gonna end turn. 2 bowmasters at the end step represents quite a bit of damage. That's 2. The token will be a 2/2. It's 2 more from them, so that's 6 just in those alone. So it looks like he's trying to assemble a combo, but I think he's just dead this turn. Because he has to answer a lot. Bloodfoe connoisseur, he says. That's fine. Bowmaster's gonna eat this guy. He has nothing to sack to grow it at the moment. And if he tries to do anything in response, I'm gonna in response Bowmasters again. Yeah, it's just a blowout here for him. You don't even get to... No. I could have even fatal pushed and just like actually pinged his face, but I think it's still lethal. Yeah. My opponent's gonna scoop him up. Puts us in the gold tier 2. We might run one more back. We might as well. What's the worst we do? Lose? Our random card is a Sandstalker Moloch. Right. I still don't even know what my opponent was doing. Something that involved sacrificing, obviously. But I still unknown. It just really depends on the format, Vamp. Like, there's usually best cards to play if you're in certain colors and certain formats. This is sort of a homebrew, so it's loosely based off of an older modern deck that uses Shardless Agents to cascade into See the Truth instead and draw 3. But Snap works for it as well. If you flash it back with Snap, you just draw the 3. Right now, my black-red list... hold on, I can actually show you what my black-red list looks like that I'm playing in Historic. Give me a second. Let me tell my opponent I'm going to keep this. I don't have any blue, but I think that's fine. I'm going to pop it up on the screen for you here. There's a couple liberties you can take with it, like I added a second Valky and stuff, but it just really depends on your preference. So all I did first turn was he played a Monetary Swiftspear. I played this and killed it with Fatal Push. We're now on turn 2. He played out this enchantment, pinged me for 1. I think I'm just gonna play a Goyf out. It is a 2/3 already. Goyf's pretty good against red decks. We got a Beseiju. I don't think that's going to be relevant against these things. I don't really care about them. Oh, we could actually Maelstrom Pulse here. That would be a blowout for him. And it puts an enchantment into the yard for Goyf to grow to a 4/5. the value. The value train is real. There's the Soul Scar Mage. I do got to kill that before it starts pinging my Tormagloive, because it's actually going to put negative counters on it instead of just dealing damage. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Now, I can't really blow him out with this Bowmasters because Prowess will probably get me. But I think what I do is just swing in here. I don't know if I want to give him a 4th land with the Assassin's Trophy yet. I might think about it. I'm shocking myself a lot against a red deck. I need to get this down. I said I am not blocking. Yeah, let's just play the Triome, and we're going to actually, in response to him like doing a whole bunch of stuff, or maybe if he tries to kill this Goyfall, kill him in response. No reason to give him extra mana at the beginning of his turn. But I'm just going to let him hit me for 1 if he don't pump anything. Then he'll probably play like Torbrand or something. Light up the stage. Okay, so that was probably bad to let him hit me there. Hindsight. I wasn't thinking about Spectacle at all, honestly. Got for me. Bone Crusher Giant, he says. I'm going to run out this Bowmaster just because I have it. I'm going to Inquisition and see what's left in his hand. I'm going to take the Bone Crusher. He does have the Torbrand like I thought he did. We're going to keep the Assassin's Trophy for that in that case. We're just going to play this Overgrown Tomb tapped. I really need to draw like a Snappy or something. Can't really even attack in anymore. My Goyf is just too small. No, that is not an inside joke. Alright, here comes the Torbrand. I am going to kill it when he swings. He's going to play the Swift Spear as well. He will get another mana, so like if he gets a Spectacle spell and I give him the mana, it'll give him the red to actually cast it, which is unfortunate for us. We are going to double up on some of these blocks here. I don't know why he full swung, unless he's planning on just like conceding. I do have to worry about a Prowess trigger on these now, and a Wizard's Lightning if that's the last card in his hand. Even a pump spell would kind of be a blowout. We are going to block like we don't care, though. I think I care more about killing the Spear. We'll double block here. Maybe kill them both. Maybe he doesn't have Prowess. Alright. Let's look at see what's actually still in his hand. It is a Den of the... That's unfortunate for us. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to leave both of these back because I need the blockers. I want to trade for this if he allows me to. I got to deal with this man land once... that's so good. Okay, well I'm just going to deal with the man land in response to his Chain Whirler, I guess. This guy is just drawing crazy cards. Chain Whirler is really good there. I can't even... Oh, I can still block though because it puts more into the yard. If I did this. It is going to ping off this 1/1 token though. We will trade if he swings in. Now I got to deal with this guy. Everything else is off the board. That's not going to deal with him. Going to 6 this turn. Maybe slightly less. You got... Eidolon. Eidolon's a good one, because that's damage that I might... Alright, I'm going to Thought Seize my opponent and then just concede. Because that was really bad draws in a row. Sometimes you lose. Good life lesson for everybody. Oh, man. I was doing pretty well, but he drew out of that. The letting the guy shrink my Tormagloive down is what cost me that game. If that Tormagloive was like a 4 or 5 that whole time, I would have not lost. But being a 2/3 is extremely different. Alright, my opponent goes first. We have a push. We have a Thought Seize. We have a Bowmasters. We are lacking the blue for these 2 spells. But I have the faith. What are we doing? Mono black. Thought sees me take Orcish Spellmasters. It's the same game every time, guys. Probably on red black. Oh, he's gonna take my Thoughtseize. He says, I'm the only one that can Thoughtseize around here, good sir. There's the red. Yep. He's now gonna take probably my Liliana, I imagine. It would have been the Bowmasters, but Liliana's a really good card. He did take the Liliana. I agree with that. I agree with that. Is Beseiju going to be relevant against this deck? It does play Fable not Fable Passage, but it does play the Fable, the enchantment, 3-drop enchantment, I believe. You could hit that, but it'll ramp him into the ring as well. But I think we just shock and leave up Bowmasters. We do need to draw the blue source still. The ring being indestructible just makes this look silly. Mana Confluence, my opponent says. Blood Moon? Question mark? And your lands are so... Oh, I guess not. He's gonna probably kill this in response. A Fatal Push. Oh, he's gonna spite it. So he's... Look, I don't know if he's traditional red-black or not, because... It looks like he might be a combo-ish deck, because he's tucking stuff, looking for stuff. I'm just going to play the Beseiju and hope that I don't need it later. I'm going to swing for 2. I do have this Assassin's Trophy. Drawing a blue would be super swell. How you doing tonight, Blood? That is not... Alright, guys. Now you're the Weisenheimer, eh? He is at 12. But if he jams the ring here, I might be in trouble. I could draw the Resculpt, but I haven't found it yet. Nor do I have the blue to cast it. So he's going to Thoughtseize me in response here. He really wants to go off, so I'll let him see my hand, I guess. That tells me he probably has the combo in hand. Trying to make sure the path is clear. Like he might be a creativity deck or something. Just not having blue is killing me. Alright, he's going to go to 5. His Mana Confluence is doing work for me. It's making it be almost like this is a 3-3 instead of a 2-2. It's just a much faster clock. So, okay, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. Right. The ward. K3 life. We'll give him another land, but I'm pretty sure he needs that guy to combo off. Or at least be super annoying to me. Just gonna go ahead and kill the pest as well. I will lose a life. Oh no, he gains a life. But he's gonna discard 2. Interesting. I don't think I've seen whatever this guy's doing before. Okay, so we're going to take him to 4. Unfortunately, he gained a life from that pest. It still is a 2-turn clock. There's a young Peasy. And it's got to die in response to a spell. 100%. There's the blue. Okay. So, what do? Do I see the truth and try to find an answer and swing? Oh, he's just gonna scoop. My opponent just scoops. He answers it for me. This deck's doing well on the ladder so far. We are still only in gold, but it's surprising me. I think we started in like silver. Right. Heck, I keep saying one more, but one more for the road, guys. What's another one? Let's stretch this to 2.5 hours here. Okay, my opponent goes first. Lack of blue again. It's kind of similar to the first hand. I'm going to keep it. I do have stuff to do. I have quite a few draws before this is even relevant. His graveyard has 0 cards in it. Thoughtseize is probably going to take my Ormaglyph, I imagine. Probably the best card in my hand. He did take the Ormaglyphs. I'm glad that my opponents are very smart about their Thoughtseizes, because I'd have to question them if not. That is going to eat a Fatal Push, and I'm going to play this Overgrown Tomb tapped. Going to take my Assassin's Trophy, I'm sure. No, he chose to draw and lock. I'm not sure why, unless he's playing like the Ring, and he wants to make sure it resolves. Let's try to find a Thoughtseize to make sure that doesn't happen. No, but we'll find another See the Truth and try again next turn, I guess. Don't ring me out, bro. Don't want to play the Ring. Beseech. Okay, so does Beseech, just Beseech alone kill me? Is it going to go get the Ring? Oh, he couldn't bargain it anyway, so I don't even know what he's tutoring for. Never mind. I'm going to try for the Thoughtseize again. We found it. We're going to play the Triome tapped, because there's no reason to play anything else. We're going to Thoughtseize whatever he got off the Beseech. He did go get the Ring. Very predictable, man. This format anymore. Just any format, right? Am I right? Am I right? We're going to play this on the black side. Play a Lily, up it. He'll probably discard the land, and I'm going to discard this pathway. I'm going to have Assassin's Trophy up.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. You won't be outsmarting me.
All he has is Go for the Throw at the moment, which is a little annoying, but I'm going to end up discarding all the cards out of his hand probably. Okay, I'm going to have to Assassin's Trophy that. Made me do it. Okay, knowing about the Go for the Throw, I have to play it out, right? So I'm gonna force this Go for the Throw, and I'm gonna get rid of the other card out of the guy's hand, because if I go to discard and he needs that Go for the Throat to kill it, he will keep it.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
He's got to pull the trigger now, or he's probably gonna lose it to Liliana next turn, or have to respond to me activating it. It's fine. I need to draw a threat. That's not a threat. I'll play that. I want to tick up Liliana, make him discard his only card. We're both playing off the top, so the best card he can draw is the Ring. Binding Blood's pretty good too. There is a Shieldred. I'm going to take 2, but I'm going to make him sack that for sure. I can't stick around. I'm gonna hold on to this land to pad a
Off
discard
you
next
go.
turn if I need to hold up removal. I don't have to discard the removal. I don't know what you're pondering so long for. You got one creature to sack. You're tapped out and you have no cards. Just hit OK. I think my opponent's getting a little salty. Although I would have never played this out until Liliana active and I couldn't have an answer. Like, I don't know why I didn't wait. I mean, it does stop me from ultimating, but I wouldn't even ultimate it, because what am I going to leave him with? 3 swamps? You draw 4 swamps, slam down a ring, I'm in the same spot. I don't have a Lily. Yeah, he's just slow rolling me. Manners, my guy, manners. It'll auto stack it for you. How many times out is it going to take, though? With my luck, he'll just draw the ring. Yeah, he's being unsportsmanlike. Which you get less of this in real life. But on virtual Magic, it happens quite a bit. Alright, we're just going to pass here. Like I said, we're going to hold onto this in case we need to pitch it. Just going to play a Goyf. Might as well play the... Nah. I'm just going to leave Lily... that's a hard decision. I could just leave Lily where she's at and have this padded in my hand. I'm just going to play it in Plusser, I think. We're nearing trying to close this out. We really don't want him to draw the ring.
We all have
Another
things we
Shielder would be
brother.
bad news, too. Bowmasters is good for us. We're going to play Bowmasters out and then plus Lily. She will be ready to ultimate next turn. Which will also put another type in the yard for Tormagoyf to grow.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And that is a scoop up from my opponent. If you're going to scoop, why didn't you scoop when you were being salty about it? I'm glad this is going to be posted on YouTube. Alright guys, I think this is where I'm gonna end my stream. Okay, well let's look at the random card here. You got a free Feldon. You know, that's actually not the worst. It could have been a lot worse of a bulk rare for free. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end my stream here, guys. As always, have a great day. I will be posting this to my VODs, and it will be going on my YouTube channel. If you want to check that out, it's warscarred_goblin. I will be back in a couple days for more content, probably with Mono Black Explorer, I'm assuming. So, later guys.